The way I think of fashion is kind of a challenge. It's something new that I like to solve every day. It's different each time. The answer is different each time.
Picking an outfit together, it's like creating like a feeling, a mood, a kind of like a piece of art, you know?
I've dressed so that I can hold myself a certain way. My makeup, like I would say I do kind of normal makeup, but a little bit more extreme. So it's still like okay in society, but it's still like, oh, you're being different. But I'm like, this is just like, this is everyday makeup for me.
I dyed my hair this year maybe 8 times.
Part of like being a girl that I was always told never to like cut it short or make it like boyish. But then last year I just was like, fuck it, I'm shaving my head, and I did it and I loved every bit of it.
One day you can have red hair and the next day you can have blue hair. There's so many colours in the rainbow you can choose from.
But every now and again I want to have long hair, I want to have different colour hair, so that's why I wear wigs.
Like back in the day I didn't have a lot of self-confidence at all, and I wouldn't leave the house not looking good because I would get very anxious. I'd had really bad anxiety since like secondary school when I first like started wearing like long skirts or something. The comments like, oh, you look like a granny and all this.
You know, just because you don't like wearing something doesn't mean like, you know, you have to stop someone else from wearing something.
Like early teens, I wasn't allowed to express myself. I was still, you know, kind of told what to wear and what not to wear. I definitely was more reserved and held a lot of like who I was in.
I went to an all-boys Catholic school. You couldn't wear piercings, you couldn't have tattoos. Like everyone still did.
I used to have a nose piercing here. I don't have any more, but I had it in secondary school and I got like a clear piercing for it so no one would see it. I would still be given out about it. It was upsetting, but I feel like I still did it anyway.
And then I think fourth year is when I started to explore like who I was as a person and looking at like my gender and playing with gender and gender fluidity. So it was going between like feminine and masculine. Like obviously had backlash from some people, but most of the time it was fine.
Like, you know, I find that whole thing of like, well, you know, they limit creativity. No, people just find different ways to do it.
I see people from my old secondary school and they have like crazy hair that I would never been allowed to do. If people keep doing it, if people keep dressing that way or in school, slowly you can see the teachers like stopping to care. I could have been one of the ones that paved the way for my secondary school now, because now everyone's dressing the way they want to.
Styling yourself is so important to your individuality. Having that removed, like, I think you'd feel very lost.
I don't really care. It's very simplistic, but I don't really care. I wear what clothes I wear, whether they were designed in a feminine or a masculine way. I wear what I wear, and I wear what I'm comfortable with.
Putting on these clothes and looking the way I want to, it gives confidence, puts me in a better mood. I'll make better friends, you know.
Now I don't feel that. I don't feel like a pressure to look good. I do my makeup now when I come in because I want to do my makeup.
Slowly it got easier because then I just didn't care, like this makes me feel good. I found my people and that's all I need. Once you have your own people, then the people that like look at you weird, they don't matter anymore.
Over the years I've just kind of learned to like embrace who I am. It's what makes me me. It's like what makes me stand out to other people. It's what makes people remember me.
I lived long enough as a younger kid not really having the courage to be able to say and do and be what I am. This is just the way that I am expressing myself.